Hey Lenny lovers, it's Lisa Young Sutton with another yummy video for your insatiable appetites. Now first, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. If you look at the bottom right hand corner of this video, you'll see that I embedded a subscribe button to make it even easier. I know. I mean, I'm doing techie stuff now. Can you believe it? And the world is still spinning as far as I know. What will be next? My God. I shudder to think. Okay, so now today's video is the first in a series of comparing cards. And I'm going to start with the one that was requested by Angelic Energy Vibes of Healing. So thank you for that request. And that is the Fox and the Snake. So I'll begin by examining their basic meanings, and then I'd like to discuss using them descriptively. So let's start with the cards. Okay, now that these, the top cards are, let's see, what is this? The Lenormand Oracle Cards Mystery Secrets. It's a very pretty deck. And then the middle cards are the Thelema Lenormand. I always think of that. My Thelema. No, what was that? My Sharona? Okay, anyway, I always think of that. I don't know. And then the bottom cards are the Lilac Dondorf. Okay, now, these two cards are, whoops, here, let me get my pointer. These two cards are similar. And at times, when you're asking a very simple question, the answer may be the same. You know, both cards could say no. Don't trust it. Watch out. Watch your back. You know, so sometimes the answer for either of these will be exactly the same. But let's dig into the finer details of these two warning cards. The easiest way to differentiate between the two is to see the snake as a personal attack. Here, look, I even have a little visual here. Hang on. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Okay. Look at the snake as a personal attack and the fox as the card of self-interest. All right. So if you start with that premise, you already will have a handle on these two cards. But I want to look at the two most popular words used to describe these cards, and we'll look at the differences in those two words. And those are the words are deception and betrayal. So first let's define those. Now hang on, I got to get back in the screen here. Oh gosh. Okay, wait, there we go. Okay, so I'll get this. Wait, hang on. I can do this. All right. A deception is an act that propagates beliefs that aren't true. Basically, it's lying. It's the act of trying to defraud someone for one's own benefit. It's not personal, as it's not something that's intentionally meant to hurt you, other than the fact that you might be getting in the way of what someone wants. A person can deceive us, or we can be deceived by a situation, or we can deceive ourselves. Now, are you getting which card that is describing? Which one do you think that's describing, the fox or the snake? By what it says here, okay? Defraud someone for one's own benefit. If you guessed the fox, you were correct. Ding, ding, ding. You just won a prize. Okay, so then let's look at betrayal. So obviously now betrayal is for the snake. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so is this straight? A betrayal, on the other hand, is very personal. It's a violation of trust or confidence. It's the act of backstabbing. Ooh, so already, which one do you think is worse? Well, the way I use these cards, the snake is worse than the fox. All right. Okay, now let me zoom back out. Get all these cards in here. There we go. Okay. Now, let me just summarize the difference between the two cards as this. The fox is simply trying to survive, right? Now, I mean, look at the fox in this deck. He looks almost as ominous as the snake, right? But in most decks, like in both of these, you can see, like here he has a pheasant, here he has, that's the farmer's chicken, you know. But either way, he's, you know, he went and killed something. In this case, he stole it. Just because he's hungry, right? Whereas you look at these snakes, they're all ready to strike. Well, these two anyway are just ready to strike, right? All right, so let me summarize the difference as this. The fox is simply trying to survive, and it uses its cunning to do so. It's not above stealing the eggs from the farmer, or even the chickens. But if you confront a fox, it'll run away, right? The fox is simply wrongness or an error, which means it could possibly be an innocent mistake. But the fox may also manipulate a situation to improve its chance of success. So, you know, don't think it's totally innocent. Think of something sneaky, something disguised as something else, right? Something related to a strategy or a need for a strategy, right? The cunning fox, the sly fox. Okay, now the snake, on the other hand, is known for enticing its prey into a false sense of security, and then it strikes. Okay? So that's kind of important. Entices its prey into a false sense of security, and then it strikes. It doesn't do anything in a straightforward motion, right? That's the whole coiling, sidewinding action of the snake. You know, right? It twists and it turns. It does everything in a convoluted fashion. The snake is my Judas Kiss card. It represents backstabbing, disloyalty, double-crossing, or treason. Think of complications, taking a twisted path, things that are tangled or entwined. Right? Those are the things you want to think about when you see the snake card. All right, so now let's talk about using the snake card descriptively, okay? In fact, we're going to look at both of these cards descriptively, because what's one of the issues with getting these, you know, all right, somebody said to me, I did it, or I think they saw it in a group, right? They saw in a group that somebody saw the snake as deceiving or whatever, right? As a betrayal. But then somebody else saw it as Kundalini energy, and then somebody said something about yoga. You know, it was a vague question. I have no idea why they were getting this range of answers, but right away I thought, well, it all depends on the question. You know, you're giving the primary vibe of the card, and then you're using the card to describe exercise, or, you know, you have to know what your question is. These cards all perform multiple meanings. They all perform multiple actions. They all have multiple meanings. It all depends on your question. So how are you using the card? Are you asking a narrative question or a descriptive question? If you're asking a question about finding a missing object, or describing a person, are you asking how to improve your health, right? Those are all descriptive questions. The snake can refer to anything snake-like: wires, tubes, pipes, chains, rivers, vines, anything that's flexible and bendable, twistable, right? For missing objects, it often refers to something that's entangled with something else. Okay? Now, the fox, in a descriptive reading, can refer to small wildlife, like such as foxes, right? Or coyotes, right? Something like that. cats. It can refer to domestic cats or wild cats. It can refer to anything with a mask or masked, which anything with a mask, right? Well, that's pretty much everybody these days. Everybody is a fox. But it's something that's disguised as something else very often, okay? So for missing objects, it's often something it's just in the wrong place because it's disguised as something else. You know what I mean? So like look someplace with where there are items that are similar, that, you know what I mean? That it could be, your missing object could be mistaken for, you know, that kind of thing. I actually have found a lot of missing objects just by the fox card showing up and saying that to me, you know, so that's a good one. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question about the difference between the fox and the snake. Now, again, I think the biggest issue here is, you know, do you understand what the question is? Are you asking about to describe the way someone looks, or their physical attributes, or are you asking about a situation at work? You know, those answers are going to be different. You know, if you're asking a narrative question, the snake's not going to show up to say, go do yoga. You know what I mean? Come on. You know what I mean. I know you know. I know you know this. All right, so I think that should help you and clear things up. Again, this is just the first video in a series I am going to do on comparing cards, comparing similar cards that get confused with each other. And again, please hit that subscribe button. And the next video, I think the next video is going to be another grand tableau video. I'm going to do the method of distance. Yeah, I think that'll be the next one. I've had a lot of requests for that. So the method of distance grand tableau will be the next video. And I would also like to point out that a more detailed explanation of these cards will appear in my blog. If you go down below this video where it says show more, and you'll see all my links, there's a link to my website, lisaloveslenormand.com. That's where my blog is. And I've already got quite a few articles there, and I will put this one there as well. This is actually an article I wrote over a year ago for one of the Facebook groups, and I found it in my documents file, and I thought I would put it on my blog page, my website, whatever it's called. But if you go there right now, if you're watching this as soon as I load it and going there right now, it won't be there yet, because I won't be putting it there for maybe a couple hours, but it'll be there. All right, so I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye, everybody.